Look. All right, everybody, come on. Hold on 1 second. I got to answer my question first, sir. Okay. I know you got, what, you got some beads on? Are those New Orleans beads? Okay. Look.
This isn't coming from Tasha. This is coming from me, too. I think this is out of line. Here it is.
And so, sometimes when I hear folks down in Louisiana expressing frustrations, I may not always think that their comments are fair.
What?
Are you out of your ever-loving
mind? Fair.
Are you out of your mind? That, Tasha, when I heard
I'm never speechless, you know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I literally, I think the words came out of my mouth. Oh, no, you didn't. And then I went home.
Because it's all about him. All about him.
The DVR was on. By the way, this is a big deal. ABC, I leave the TV on ABC because that's, Bella wants to watch her stories while I'm gone. And they interrupted One Life to Turn, or whatever it is. And they interrupted network programming, and to do that, it's a big deal, and they did it because of this oil spill. So I TiVoed it back, and I watched it again.
And so, sometimes when I hear folks down in Louisiana expressing frustrations, I may not always think that their comments are fair.
And he said it. James Carville, rightly so, was very, very irritated.
Was he pulling the fuzz out on his head?
I'm your daddy.
He said that he was very, very disappointed that the president is going after his critics more than he's going after BP.
He always does that, though. He's always scolding. We saw it with the healthcare stuff. We're stupid. He scolds us.
I get it, but talking about this today, this crisis right now, he is angry that people like James Carville have the audacity to criticize him.
Because you don't criticize him. And with something, and if you missed it before, or you didn't think it was that big a deal before, look at the situation that we're dealing with now, where people have every right in the world. Instead of him saying, you know what, I've been hearing the comments, and I understand. I understand what you're going through. You have every right to feel that way.
I'm sorry.
I'm your daddy.
Our number is 260. Thank you for bringing that up.
Down there at the oil.
They apparently, and this is an obscenity. This is, they're losing me. They are trying to block the air with the FAA of planes flying the media. What the hell does that have to do with BP?
Exactly.
Why is the FAA assisting?
Exactly. And see, that goes back to what we were saying, the whole conspiracy thing, which, I'm always about that. But even you said, you've got a question. None guesser even said, there is something going on with BP and the government, and he said, hopefully one day we will all find out what it is. Yeah. There is something, the lack of response from anyone, even acknowledgement. All we wanted was acknowledgement. We were reading earlier about Obama taking 11 days to even acknowledge the oil spill. The coal mine disaster was the same time, but we had 11 guys die on this rig. It makes you, there definitely is something. And it's not even the money. He took money from BP. All lawmakers take money. That's not the point. There's something else here.
It's like, why was the bin Laden family allowed to fly out of the United States hours after 9/11?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Well, we didn't even know for sure who was responsible.
What in the hell is going on with this? Because that was remarkable. Thanks for bringing that up, because it was one of those things late last night before I went to bed in which they were reporting, it was on CNN, that the FAA, along with BP, in cahoots,
that's BS.
We're blocking members of the media from flying over the area.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Hell no.
Let's get you, ladies and gentlemen. A little louder this morning just to wake you up. Good morning. It's Castner and Carter here. It's a beautiful Friday in the great state of Louisiana. We want to welcome everybody who is in town for the visit from Washington of the President of the United States. He'll be here in about 3-ish hours or so. Skippy and I, we're going to go down to
Grandal?
Apparently now. But it's all going to be, White House pool, so no local reporters, from what I understand from the email they sent us yesterday, will have access to be there. So what would you like to say to the President of the United States? I just tweeted Jake Tapper, who is the senior White House correspondent for ABC News. this is my favorite question yesterday from a reporter, because the question goes on, I didn't even bother listening to the answer, because the president's answers here, blah, 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 blah.
Well, off the prompter, really, honestly, it's not good.
Listen to Jake Tapper, and by the way, hopefully I told you to listen to us because I told you we were going to play your sound. First of all, even before we play it, thank you so much, Jake. We needed somebody like you.
You say that everything that could be done is being done, but there are those in the region and those industry experts who say that's not true. Governor Jindal obviously had this proposal for a barrier. They say that if that had been approved when they first asked for it, they would have 10 miles up already. There are fishermen down there who want to work, who want to help, haven't been trained, haven't been told to go to do so. There are industry experts who say that they're surprised the tankers haven't been sent out there to vacuum, as was done in '93 outside Saudi Arabia. And then, of course, there's the fact that there are 17 countries that have offered to help, and it's only been accepted from 2 countries, Norway and Mexico. How can you say that everything that can be done is being done with all these experts and all these officials saying that's not true?
Well, let me distinguish between, if the question is, Jake,
You heard the
are we doing
question!
everything perfectly out there?
Yeah, rephrase it so we'll give you time to think.
Then the answer is absolutely not. We can always do better.
It's a trick I teach you.
If the question is,
It's America.
are we, each time there is an idea, evaluating it?
Oh, bite me. Evaluate this.
Answer the question he asked.
Answer the freaking question, dude. Why didn't you do all those things if you're doing everything you could do? Fail. Epic fail. That's what that is.
Yeah. Period.
That's it.
Yeah, you know what somebody described the press conference yesterday as a massive reset switch. No, nothing's been reset.
The fail train has left the station.
Choo choo! Randy, you're on Rush Radio. Go ahead, Randy.
Choo-choo, my God. Save that.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead,
Sorry,
Randy.
go ahead.
Okay. One thing I don't want to hear from Obama is his way of chastising and seemingly punishing people for their thoughts or their ideas or comments. When I was a kid, my first job was on a shrimp boat at 13 years old during the summer times with my uncle. I know what that part of it is. Later on, I went out to work in the oil field, so I know that side of it. And, you know, we get out there and we do work, you know. We pay taxes. We're not people that get in trouble. You know, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And the last thing I want to hear from them is their tongue lashing.
Well, I'll tell you what is Randy talking about? We will play that sound for you coming up because, Randy, thank you, sir, for your call and for being a hard-working Louisianian. I remember exactly where I was. I was in the parking lot of a supermarket yesterday, and I heard the president say, we'll play you at 7:06. And I said, you did not just say that. You did not just scold the people of Louisiana, people like James Carville, who dare. Oh, they're on your side and they're betraying you somehow. How dare you?
But we shouldn't be surprised because that's all he ever does is scold anyone who disagrees with him or tells him something that he doesn't want to hear.
But we just keep running out of time. But you're on a terror list. We've got to talk about that as well. Kastner and Carter here on Rush Radio.